Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to SBR Sports Picks. My name is Peter Loshak. His name is Jimmy the Bag. This is the Loshak and the Bag Show, Friday afternoon, September 7th. Of course, we are in the heart of everything, heart of sports betting season. Jimmy the Bag. As you can see on the side of the screen, we have 6 topics that we're going to try our best to get to. Obviously, we're not going to get to everything we could possibly get to as far as NFL and college football are concerned. Although we could do an 8-hour-long show on those topics, no problem. But oh shit, R.I.P. Mac Miller. Is that true?
Yeah, sadly,
Wow.
sadly he OD'd.
Damn.
He OD'd. 26
Wow.
years old. Very talented artist. Very sad.
Sorry, just surprised. I just turned to the comment section. I see that. Damn.
Yeah.
I guess the answer to that is life is always precious, no matter what form it is in. Very, very much easier to say than to do. You know what I'm saying, Jim? Life is a gift, no matter what form it takes.
Yeah, and there's there's things in life, curveballs that you'll get tossed that are very difficult to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
There's things that that you can't prepare yourself for that happen in life, and it's about spreading as much love and being as kind as possible to everybody.
Wow, and Kopech is going to need Tommy John surgery. Is that true? He's done?
Wow, I didn't know that either.
Is that true?
But that doesn't make me as sad as Mac.
No, I mean, obviously. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, the comment section just has the news. You know what I mean?
Well, Not Applicable says Jimmy has the banana look. Does that help?
Yeah. Wow. Damn. All right. So let me see. Other comments. Wow. Yep. There you go. Kobe Valentine, Mac Miller, Kopech to Tommy John, and Homer Bailey sent down to the minors. Okay. All right. So let's see. So much stuff that we need to cover. I'm just going to look at some early comments, and we'll go right into it. We also have videos from Al Mack, Mr. Gokster, and Joey Ruiz. So we got so much to cover. We'll do our best. And Jimmy the Bag, we're not going to be able to get to about even 15 or 20% of what we'd like to, but we'll do our best. Michael Orvalina saying TCU -6.5, laying -155 first quarter, worth it. We'll talk about that. Shout out any comments, Jim, and then we'll immediately get.
Nadali Alvarez says Pete told you yesterday Padres first 5. Write it down, Peter.
Yes, you did. Very much. Very true. Very true. All right. Let's see. Other comments. Let me see. Nostratoda in the house. God, I love Nostratoda. I know I say that every show. I don't know why. I'm just saying it. I love Nostratoda. I love Natalie Alvarez too.
Marco Lou says his bed sheets are clean and ready to go.
Okay, very nice. Marco Lou had some funny ass comments in the morning, Joe, saying, "Are you guys going to try to sell us a chair now?" Let's see. What else do we have? I'm just looking. Brisk pace. Yes. Zach Kenkel, another banger tonight. 15 units. Let's see. Okay. All right. Okay. And that's it. Let's get into it. Okay, we'll start with MLB. Jim, by 6:30 Eastern time, we got to be done with MLB. These are the picks that Jim gave in the morning show. These are the picks that Jimmy the Bag gave in the morning show. Oakland run line +120. By the way, Jimmy the Bag, congratulations on having the balls to take that Oakland alternative run line at +335 a few days ago, where the line moved against you and it cashed easily. Very, very nice job.
Thank you, but there's some bad news about this Oakland spot right now.
Really?
That they're not. Hendricks is going to start for an inning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Hendricks is going to start for an inning, but none of the books have changed. None of the books show any difference. So, but
wow.
Yeah, but that's what they're saying. That's what the information is coming.
Yeah, shit is getting weird. You know, I was even reading that Minnesota might have was going to start doing that for Gonsalves. That they were talking about it.
Well, they're going to give Gonsalves his start, but they were going to go to a bullpen spot. Yeah.
I mean, that's gonna throw everything off as far as MLB handicapping is concerned. Just because, I mean, in theory, it would be an advantage for the bettors, but the problem is you don't know exactly who's going to be coming in, so it starts to be a little bit like NFL preseason.
Kyle Jack says it. He's got Oakland Athletics. Hendricks is starting instead of Bassett, but Hendricks is only going to go an inning, and then Bassett's going to come in.
Well, if that's true, then that does mean that officially your bets are canceled. You'll have to put them on again. I'm just checking because SBR odds is still showing. Let me just see. But he's definitely that's definitely happened, right?
Well, I mean, everybody's saying it, so it must be. But none of the books have changed yet.
Let's see if the books have changed it. Let me see. What do we got here? Have any of the books changed this? I'm checking right now at Oakland. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. This new kind of development in this new trend. Oh no, Hendricks is listed here at Heritage. So all right, okay. So Jimmy the Bag, you can add on your Oakland plays again if you want, but the both of your plays, the team total and the run line are scotched. So Jimmy the Bag has Miami Pittsburgh first half under 4.5, and the Angels White Sox first half under 4.5 as well. That's it. Angels White Sox first half under 4.5. Miami Pittsburgh first half under 4.5. My plays that I have given: Cleveland first half team total over 2.5. Dodgers first half team total over over 2.5. Angels, White Sox, first half under 4.5. Houston -1. San Diego -1. San Diego second half -110. And San Diego second half plus 125. Those are all the plays that I gave. Those are all the plays that Jimmy gave. All right, Jimmy, let's start with the Oakland game. How do you want to handle it? You want to add on Oakland? What do you want to do here?
Well, I mean, I don't know what lines I'm going to be getting. I mean, Heritage has a line, but Bet365 doesn't have a line, and we don't have lines here on.
Well, you can get any line that you can quote. I can quote you the Heritage line. I can quote you the Pinnacle line right now without at SBR odds. What would you want? If you want, you had Oakland at run line plus 120. Heritage now has plus 117, so it'd be about the same. Pinnacle. Let me see what Pinnacle has here for Oakland. Pinnacle has. Oh no! Wow. Pinnacle has Bassett still starting. Let me update and refresh. Damn. You see, this is what sports betting is, folks. Let me see. Pinnacle now has Hendricks in there, and that would be plus 120 again. So you could take plus 120 at Pinnacle if you want.
Yeah, I'm going to. Kobe likes the Rangers very much in this spot because of Hendricks is starting. It surprised me. I don't know why he would dislike it so much more. Oh wow! Project Helios horse race. Horse was running. Man, sorry I missed that. Said I couldn't DM you on Twitter. Came second at Caulfield. Oh man, my fault. Project Helios. What's your Twitter name? And I'll be sure to get you on so we can direct message. That congratulations, man! This horse came second. What a treat, man. I'll take it. I'm not going to be afraid. Who cares? Hendricks is fine. Nutflash says seems like Pete's on his A game with the head on backwards. I'm still gonna stay with the A's.
All right, so you'll be back with Oakland run line plus 120, but the team total does also get canceled though.
Yes, it does.
So that would be let me see if you want to take that one, and that one I believe has moved up. Let's see, Pinnacle has Pinnacle has 4.5 minus 125, exactly the same. You want it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jimmy the Bags plays despite the pitching change will be exactly what they were in the morning. Oakland run line plus 120, and the Oakland team total over 4.5 minus 125. Those are both current lines at Pinnacle. All right, we have about 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes we can use to talk about MLB. What do you want to discuss here? In the meantime, the line has moved further in the Angels' favor. It's now even on both sides. That is fascinating. Why would there be such a massive move in favor of the Angels here?
Let me pull the lineups out and we get a good look at them.
Yeah, there were a lot of games where we were waiting for the lineups. That's the way MLB is in September. A lot of lineup unexpected announcements, changes, and it behooves you a lot of the time to wait for lineup announcements.
Because Upton's in too.
Okay.
Remember we thought Upton might not be in, so it's Trout, Upton, Ohtani 3, 4, 5, and that's bad. That's bad for the under here for me. How far has the total moved?
Let's see the total in the Oakland game. Total in the White Sox game. Yes, it's moved up about. It opened at 8.5. It's still 8.5, but now it opened as 8.5 as a dog. Now it's about even on both sides. And let's check the first 5 innings total. Yeah, the first 5 innings total has definitely gotten bet up. Yeah. We could have gotten minus 105. Looks like we're on the wrong side of that one, Jim. Although who knows? Hopefully, if Rodon is on his A game, he could easily have a shutout 5-inning start, and then you're looking pretty good. But yeah, the line movement is not good in that Angels game. Anything you want to add? Any comments coming in, Jim?
Sorry, I want to get Project Helios name going just so I can make sure I keep an eye on his horse. So can you take over for just a second while I?
Yeah, sure. So I'm looking at I'm thinking about I'm thinking maybe Washington has some value now that with Lester and Ross. I was thinking the Cubs initially were the play that I was leaning towards, but then the more I think about it, I actually expect Ross to have an okay start. Probably not lights out, but probably most innings he's fine. I'm expecting 5 or 6 innings, 2 runs from Ross, roughly the same from Lester. Although Lester got crushed by Washington his last appearance against them, and he has had a couple of good starts in a row, so he might be there might be an off start for him in the offing. I'm also thinking about the Yankees here. Tanaka against Paxton. Paxton has been good, but so has Tanaka been. And what else am I thinking about? Thinking vaguely about taking a shot with Philly as well. My initial note on this game was that I was going to be looking at Philly. I'm a little bit hesitant to lay this high of a line here, though. Nola and Matz, we know that Philly has some issues against lefties and in general hitting. I mean, their last bunch of games were terrible, but Matz is someone that I don't really trust to string strong starts in a row. Nola is someone that I kind of do trust to string starts and good starts in a row, and I will take Philly -1. You know what? I will do that. I'm adding it on there. Philly -1. The money line here will be minus 153. That is the line at Pinnacle. The minus 1.5 line for Philly will be, what do we got here? What do we got? Plus 100 at Bookmaker. So, that's going to be about minus 127 or so for Philly minus 1. And I'll throw that one on there. If it loses, that's all right. I'll have to eat it. It's I don't like Phillies bats in general right now, and Matt's, of course, has strung together some very impressive starts. But I'm not a believer that Nola's last start was indicative of anything wrong with him long term, and I'll take a shot with that one. All right, what do we have going on?
Makes sense. Antoine Seymour likes Philly team total over. Anthony L's on Philly's first 5. I'm doubling up. Like I said, I would like to see Rosario in the lineup. I'm doubling up on the Minnesota Twins. I watched that Gonzalez start very closely last time against the Rangers. I told you that was a strikeout against Beltre. They didn't give it to him because Beltre's a Hall of Famer and Gonzalez is a kid. Then he had 2 errors. This is a Royals team that can't hit lefties. Want to see Phil Meyer try to take care of business on the road. Don't believe he can do it. I'm also taking the run lines. I'm taking first 5 minus a half.
Okay, and which one is this? Which one is it?
Twins.
The Twins. Okay, you are going on it. You checked the lineups. What's up with the lineups? Is it fine?
Yeah, well, I just wanted I wanted either Rosario or Sano to be in the lineup. I got Rosario. I'll take it. Mauer, Polanco, Rosario, Forsythe, Cave, Garver, Kepler, Grossman, Adrianza. I'm going to take it. This Royals lineup is just an easy lineup to pitch to. They can't hit lefties, and I'm just jumping on it in 2 ways. I'm taking first 5 minus a half run and full game minus 1.5.
Okay, Jim's taking Minnesota first 5 minus a half and Minnesota run line. And I'll join you on this one. I'll take Minnesota minus 1. I'll take Minnesota minus 1 as well. All right, let's do a little bit of line shopping here. Jimmy the Bag, Minnesota minus a half will be plus 100. Minnesota minus a half will be plus 100, okay?
Okay.
And the Minnesota minus a half and the run line here for Minnesota will be plus 140. Minnesota minus a half, run line plus 140. And I am going to take Minnesota minus 1 as well. Again, the run line is plus 140, and the money line, best money line shopping here will be at UWager minus 133. So that's minus 133 and plus 140. So I'm on Minnesota minus 1. Jimmy the Bag is on Minnesota first half minus a half at plus 100, and the run line at plus 140. All right, I think we got a nice play there. Brisk pace. What else we want to discuss here, Jim?
There's some spots I really want to discuss here. I really want to discuss the Dodgers spot. What was the line movement? We were trying to guess it in the early show. Did money come back on the Rockies? What is the story here?
Let's see. The line movement on the Dodgers, almost no line movement. I took the Dodgers first 5 team total over. Then I came back on Colorado second half plus 125. That's an iffy thing to do because, of course, the Dodgers have not been hitting. Dodgers tend to be overrated in general. But, and Gray has only had a few bad starts in a row, or at least starts with some suspect peripherals. But Gray makes me nervous here, and I'm willing to take the Dodgers at least to hit him early.
R2D2 says, Phil salutes Pete and Jimmy. Sounds like the drugs are wearing off a bit. He says, I'm the Wizard of Ox. So maybe they are.
Very nice.
Hot nurses, no pain. Let's make money. Love you, R2D2. Chris Taylor, Matt Kemp rest. Brian Dozier rest are not in the starting lineup versus the Rockies. And you know who else was giving us great stuff was Nadali was giving us great information on the lineups, who was going to be in, who was going to be out. Peterson, Turner, Machado, Muncy, Bellinger, Hernandez, Grandal, Puig, Kershaw. Going up against, when you fade the Rockies, you want to fade them when Arenado's not hitting. That few times that's happening. And it's happening right now. I believe he's 4 for his last 31. Blackman, LeMahieu, Arenado, Story's raking. Holiday, Desmond, Gonzalez, Butera, Gray. I'm wondering if it's we getting Kershaw minus 140 maybe something that we should just grab at.
It's a really tough one, Jim. You know what I'm doing here. I'm taking a shot with the Dodgers to hit Gray, and then I'm going to take the Rockies on the second half. It's a tough one, but I'm gonna take a shot with it.
Yeah, and what would I get if I took the Dodgers on the money line?
Minus 141, something like that.
I'm going to do it. I know it's a lot of juice for a road team, but I do expect Kershaw to pitch well here.
All right. I mean, you could take the run line if you want. I'm not
going to.
Okay.
Anthony Ellis Gray's one of my big buy on pitchers right now, but I'm not passing up Kershaw at minus 145.
Really, Anthony Ellis is a buy on for Gray.
Yeah.
Wow. So I might have made a huge mistake here taking the Dodgers first 5 innings.
Kyle Jack on the Kershaw under strikeouts, and I don't like this much juice. But I'm going to jump all over.
All right, we'll give you the Bet365 line, minus 140. And then, Jim, quickly going back to that Kansas City game, so we're liking that Minnesota here, and we're liking that Gonzalez is going to be good against the KC lineup. How about the KC team total under? What about that?
Yeah, how much do I trust Gonzalez is a question.
Yeah.
I think part of the reason why I like this play is I think that Phil Meyer can get touched on the road.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to go all in on Gonzalez,
Mm-hmm.
although I did see in horse racing, you try to make an excuse for a horse at long odds, and I know that that the Twins are the favorite here, so this is not the right example. But I'm looking at a pitcher with terrible numbers, and I can make the excuses for him, and that's why I'm taking him here. But I'm not going to go all in on it.
And Neil Frank says, Pete, did you see Elon Musk on Joe Rogan talking about AI while smoking a spliff? No, I did not, but thanks for tipping me off to that. I will search for that for sure.
I watched it. My friend says he smokes a spliff like he's a narc. He smokes like a narc.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
so
I don't trust this guy.
Who, Elon Musk?
Yeah.
He's. I mean, it's we're not going to talk about Elon Musk now. We have 6 topics to
so
talk about.
Sorry, I got minus 145, or did I get minus 141 on the Dodgers?
Minus 140. That's at Bet365.
Okay,
that's at Bet365. All right. So let's see. Anything else you want?
Josh Pagosh says Kershaw, that low number is dangerous. I know that Kershaw's ROI has been bad this year, but I feel like this is the time he's got to get his shit together, and I'm going to back him here. Okay, so there's another game that I want to talk about. We are waiting for the lineup to come out for the Indians, and it's really good, but they're still such huge favorites. I'm hesitant to take that. Yeah, I think the Indians are going to win. Yeah, I think they're going to win easily. It's plus 5.5, or team total over 5.5 on my book. I don't want to take that. Both the Indians and the Cubs team totals at Bet365 or 5.5, and I don't want to create a situation where I need 6 runs. Yes, I think the Cubs are going to hit Ross, and yes, I think the Indians are going to hit Estrada, but I just don't know if I want to do that. It just doesn't make enough sense to me. What do you think? The Indians lineup looks good. Carrasco pitches great on the road.
Yeah. I'm looking at some great information here from Natalie Alvarez and Kobe Valentine giving us lineup information for the Cubs. Addison Russell is not in the starting lineup. Schwarber is upgraded to expected to the starting lineup. And Natalie tells us that for Houston, Gonzalez and Gaddis are out. Ahmed Rosario out for the Mets. And Addison Russell, Zobrist, and for the Brewers, Moustakas. Cleveland, Brantley. All right, and then some hitters are out for
Kobe says
for Philly
Cleveland
too.
wins, 8-2.
Kobe says Cleveland wins 8-2. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking at all of this. Let's see.
I wonder, I just don't know how to find value with this big of a favorite right now, and it's I don't want to have to force myself to find value on a big favorite.
With the Indians.
Yeah,
and Anthony L. also posted Indians at minus 205 was a play, but too expensive now at minus 230. He likes the Dodgers first 5 minus 145, so Anthony L. not a buyer on. Oh, wait a minute. Anthony L. does like the Dodgers at minus 140.
He does. He says he can't pass up Kershaw at this.
Oh,
at this price,
okay.
Even though he's a
right. But he still
pitcher.
considers Gray to be a buy on.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very interesting. That's very interesting right there. Let me see with the Cleveland game. I was thinking about no-brainer plays again. Oh, wait a minute. I did take Cleveland first 5 team total over. That was what we were going to say, and there you go, Jim. I got it at minus 110. It's now minus 119 at Pinnacle. So the line did move in Cleveland's favor a little. I mean, in the over's favor a little bit, like I thought. I was like, I might be able to get the same line at 6 o'clock, but there's no way that's going to be 2.5 plus 100 with the way Estrada's been going. So all right, so I got it at minus 110.
I just don't really love the back of this Indians lineup today. If breaking it down, it's just after Alonso, you got Geyer, Gomez, Allen, and Rajai Davis. Allen's actually hitting pretty well. As soon as I called him out, he's actually hitting pretty well. Jay Yim says, "Hey Jimmy, big man said today on the Miami Dolphins is a stone cold Miami line. Should I pull my bet on Tennessee?" You know what? I'm way down on Miami. I think they're going to be one of the worst teams in the NFL this year, and no one else seems to be. So I don't think it ever really makes sense to pull a bet. I mean, we've talked about it here, deuce-wise. It doesn't really make sense, but I'm very comfortable on Tennessee here, and I'm comfortable with Tennessee. I don't think you should pull your bet.
Okay, any other games? I'm thinking about adding on the Mets team total under, although it's just 3 on the full game and 1.5 on the first 5 innings. But I'm thinking that Nola has a nice start here and that it's not a good spot for the Mets. Any other comments? Any other games you want to add here, Jim?
Yeah, and I'm just about to pull the trigger on an Indians play that I think I figured out. But are we not going to do anything with the? I find the Rays and the Indians are both in that exact same position where they're just such big favorites. And even though I see them both taking care of business, what's the best way to handle it? Did you make any play on the Rays?
On the Rays? Yeah. No. My leans were Rays -1, even at the massive line, and my leans were the first 5 team total under. In the morning show, I suggested that I was thinking that way. It was -148. and now it is where is it? Now it's minus 166. Holy crap, look at that. And in the meantime, I am going to add on the Mets first 5 team total under with NOLA going under 1.5, and that will be under 1.5 minus 120 here at Heritage. I will take a shot with the Mets first 5 innings team total under 1.5 minus 120. I think NOLA should be fine. I don't like the spot for the Mets. And yeah, even at minus 166, I would still be leaning Baltimore. Now it's 165 at Heritage. Yeah, I mean it's the price is heading up there, but I would have to be leaning Tampa Bay -1 and Baltimore first 5 innings under, even at 1.5 minus 165.
Ugh, look at that. I mean, I could have got it at minus 115. Oh, actually, it just went down here at Pinnacle. I could
Which
get,
one?
The Rays -1.5. I could get it at minus 126. You know, I'm going to take that. I'll take the Rays -1.5 at minus 126 at Pinnacle.
Okay, Schwarber is back in the lineup for the Cubs. Everyone is saying, okay, so we're going to give you, we're going to keep it as brisk a pace as we can here. Tampa Bay, Jim, Tampa Bay run line, right? All right, let's quick line shopping here. Tampa Bay run line will be minus 125 at the Greek. That's the best line we can give you. Okay, Tampa Bay, what did you think you were getting?
Minus 126. I didn't.
No, Tampa Bay run line minus 125. That is the current line at the Greek, and I would definitely be leaning that way. I would definitely be leaning Baltimore first 5 team total under, even at 1.5 minus 165. But I'm going to pass on this game for now. Just kind of too many unknowns. Go ahead.
What you find, no, the Indians are minus 1.5 at minus 145. I think Carrasco's going to have a good start. I don't want to take the over 5.5. I don't want to force myself into 6 runs, even though I think they get it. Do you find more value on the Indians first 5 -1 at minus 120? Or do you find more value Indians -1.5 full game at minus 145?
Probably first half minus 120, minus 120, because you're really isolating, a bad start for Estrada. I took the Cleveland first 5 team total over. Carrasco, very, very up and down. Should be good here. Might not be, but should be. Estrada should be as vulnerable as ever. Might not be, but should be. And there's my opinion on that one.
Thank you for that. That's what I'm going to do.
All right, what do you want?
-1, first 5, minus 120.
Okay, Jim's taking Cleveland first 5 innings -1, minus 120, right?
Yes.
And that's at Bet365, right?
That's at Bet365.
All right, first 5 -1, minus 120.
Now,
all right.
that game is starting when? That game's starting. So I'm going to have to make that bet now. Okay, I'm done. That's my full baseball card, but that's the only game that I need to actually bet immediately. Oh, no, and the Rays too, don't I? When's the Rays game start?
The Rays game starts. That starts at 7:10 Eastern time.
Okay, so I'm going to need a minute.
All right, so yeah, why don't I'm going to wrap it up. We're going to wrap up MLB in a minute or two here, and then try to move on. Once again, Archer against Straley. I was Miami first 5 innings team total under. Definitely a lean for me. The Cubs Washington game. I guess I'm going to pass on that one. Maybe the Cubs second half again was a play that I was thinking about. That's definitely a lean. It's now up to 135. It was 125 in the morning, and I would definitely be God. You know what though? I know the Cubs don't have a great pen, but you know what? I think I will throw that one on there last minute as an official pick. I'll throw that one on there too. Sure. Cubs second half minus 135. I'll throw that one on there. I do kind of think that Ross will be okay here. I'm going to throw on Cubs second half minus 135. Cleveland, of course, I took the first 5 team total over. Philly Mets, I took Mets first 5 team total under and Philly -1. Baltimore Tampa Bay, the first 5 under for Baltimore was at minus 148 in the morning. Now it's 165. I'm going to pass on it. Very tempting to take that, though. Houston, I did take Houston -1, and definitely thinking about the overs here. I wouldn't be surprised if Cole gives up a few. Wouldn't be surprised if Price gives up a few. Wouldn't be surprised if the bullpens give up a few. It's tempting to take a bunch of plays here, but I think I will just hold off on this one. I'll just stick with Houston -1, not try to get too cute. And over the past bunch of weeks, my main solid few MLB plays every day have been strong, but the getting too cute plays that I've added on were a little bit more iffy. So I'd be leaning Houston second half minus 125, the second half over 3.5 minus 105, and even the full game over at 8.5 minus 105. But I'm gonna pass on that one as well. The St. Louis Detroit's going to be a pass. The San Francisco Milwaukee game is interesting, but it's going to be a pass. Minnesota KC. Jim and I are both on Minnesota. I'm taking them -1. Jim's taking them 2 ways on the run line. First 5 innings in the full game. Dodgers White Sox. The line has moved against Jim and I on the first 5 under. We're going to be praying a little bit here. We might have to get lucky. Maybe we will. Dodgers Colorado. Very interesting game. We know what we think about that one. Jim did wind up taking the Dodgers on the full game -140. Anthony L. likes the Dodgers on the first 5, despite being a buyer with Gray right now. And I took the Dodgers first 5 team total over and Colorado second half under. And then the late games, Gossman and Corbin, would be leaning unders. Jim did wind up retaking Oakland, and then the Yankees. I would have a slight lean to the Yankees, but I'm going to pass on that one as well. Anything else you want to add on before we wrap up MLB,
no,
Jim?
I feel good.
All right, that's it. So let me just review the official MLB picks, and then we'll move on. Just for anyone who's tracking and keeping us, making sure that we're honest, which I love because we are religiously, even when no one's watching, but I hope that people are watching so that they can be impressed with how honest we are. Jimmy the Bag is on Tampa Bay run line -125, Dodgers money line -140, Oakland run line +120, Oakland full game team total over 4.5 -125, Miami Pittsburgh first 5 under 4.5 -120, Cleveland first 5 -1 -120. Minnesota, first 5 -0.5 at +100, and the run line at +140. And the Angels, White Sox, first half under 4.5 -120. My plays are Dodgers, first half team total over 2.5. Cleveland, first half team total over 2.5. Minnesota, -1. Houston, -1. Cubs, second half, -135. Angels, White Sox, first half under 4.5. San Diego, -1. San Diego, second half. Colorado, second half. Philly -1, and Mets first 5 innings team total under 1.5 -120. And that's it for MLB. Now let's quickly move on to a WNBA, right, Jim?
Yep.
Once again, Jim gave some when these lines came out. Jimmy the Bag and the crew all analyzed it immediately, and they decided that the over was the way to go. And Jimmy the Bag got great lines. Since the morning, the line has gotten bet up even further. Since the morning, Jim jumped on it at 168. This morning, it was 169.5 or 170. Now it's 170.5 or 171. Heritage and Bookmaker and Betmania all the way up to 171. So a 3-point move there in favor of Jimmy the Bag's overplay. And the first half is also over, although that hasn't moved since the morning. Jim got it at 85. It's now up to 86.5 or 87. Some people in the morning show suggesting that Della Don's injury is not being fully factored into the line. She looks very limited. And other people were suggesting, or other people gave analysis that made me think that if Washington is close at the half, Seattle might be a good bet on the second half. We'll see what happens tonight in the first half. But if it's close, I'm going to be looking at taking Seattle on the second half. Jimmy the Bag, any thoughts on this game?
Yeah, Native Queen backing this. Shout out to King Rail, who his video was sharp and,
Yes.
and led us in the right direction. Native Queen WNBA first quarter over 44.
Mm-hmm.
Both team total overs. Washington 21.5, Seattle 22.5. King went over how he Seattle Storm first half team total overs, the auto bet for him. I feel like this is a really nice spot. We talked about how the Storm are gonna keep the tempo up and to try to pressure Della Don, and they like up-tempo games, and they got the right players to do it with. Jewel is the type of guard that likes to be moving quickly, and they have a backup in Sammy that can just come in at any time and do the job at the same sort of speed. They just have a team that's capable. Brianna is the MVP for a reason. This is a Sue Bird writing the storybook ending to possibly her career. This just seems like Seattle has all the intangibles, and Seattle's going to take us home. And then another shout out to King Rail put me on the Storm at plus 550, and I got $200 on that, and I'm very thankful.
All right, so there you go. So that's about it. We do want to move on. Anything else? Any other any other comments coming in?
Kylie Reynolds, Seattle money line and over parlay. I like that. Twadi Latte saying that Mr. Rail does have a bit of an advantage in basketball than over Twadi Latte, but Twadi Latte's a beast of college basketball. Looking forward to have him in here. Al Max on Seattle third quarter. Looking forward to see Al Max video, and I'm in it. I've been asking Twadi for a Pirates video. He says he's storing my videos like Pete stores his nuts, and talking about your love for squirrels and your treehouse. Okay, let's run.
All right, so now let's move on to MMA. Anna Marak, of course, has given us a bunch of plays, but I don't know what lines to credit him with, because he's saying that he had Jeffrey in a parlay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read over Anna Marak's email here that I'm just seeing now, and grade and give him the lines that are available right now. Obviously we should have given them to him. I'm sorry, on the lines that he quoted. I will give him the lines that he quoted, and if he asks for a line that is only above or below a certain level, then I'll just use whatever lines are right now. Let's see. To start off, he likes Woodley -106 at Pinnacle. Let's see what here. Let me see. Jimmy the Bag.
I jumped all over that too.
You jumped all over Woodley.
Yeah, I don't usually. I don't make a lot of bets in UFC, but I took. He made a video with 3 dogs. The 1 + 400 dog, a female fight. A couple fighters I don't know anything about, but the Woodley spot I took. And the Nico Price.
All right, so he gave Woodley at -106. Woodley is now a big dog. Till has taken a lot of money. Woodley is now plus 122 at Pinnacle. So there's been about a 25-cent line move. And actually, since opening, there's been about a 50-cent line move in favor of Darren Till, which is not that surprising. He is a big guy that they love to back in England with a lot of money. He's a public favorite. The public likes to back him. I'm surprised, quite frankly, that Till has taken this much money. But again, I'm going to have no picks on that. I just haven't had enough time to handicap this UFC card effectively. But Andy Marak liked Woodley at minus 106. You can get a much better line there. Montano against Shevchenko. He likes Shevchenko inside the distance. No line as I'm typing this, and I don't care what it is. I'll take it.
No, isn't that the fight that's been shelved?
What?
The Shevchenko fight?
Oh, has it?
Sorry, I believe. Let me just.
Okay, yeah, you're right. It's off the board.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't even been paying attention. Okay, and then Andrade against Kovalkiewicz. He likes Carolina plus 360 at 5 dimes. He likes Kovalkiewicz at play. That's right about where it was, where it is. No movement on this one. So he likes Kovalkiewicz as a big underdog. That is definitely interesting. And wow, Esparza against Suarez. He likes Esparza. He quoted plus 435 at 5 dimes, and that is now, he got a pretty good line. It's now a little bit worse of a line. It's now about in the plus 380s, but still, Esparza, a huge underdog, and Andy Marak likes Esparza, huh?
Giovanni Biesdorf joining us, a very, very talented UFC capper. Thank you for joining us, and just writes Nico Price, ! So also, there's a play here that I didn't get to email you forward. A late pick addition. Excuse me. He says Jared Brooks confirmed is in versus Roberto Sanchez. Sanchez is like plus 275, and Merrick wants him.
And Merrick wants Sanchez.
Sanchez at plus 275. Says I'll take him. Says Jared's overpriced here.
Did he quote a book?
Scene. No. So just give whatever he's.
Okay, because right now that line has gotten bet way down. It's plus 180 at Pinnacle and Intertops.
Wow.
So what? So he said he
didn't
wants.
quote a book, so it's okay. He knows the situation. He'll quote a book, so he'll take him at plus 185.
All right. So he likes Sanchez, and we're gonna have to give him plus 180. That's the current line at Pinnacle and Intertops. Let's see what else we have. I'm interested to see what he has to say on the Aljamain Sterling fight. It looks like he's.
By the way, Parlay Poppy also really, really believes in Woodley taking him by decision at plus 263. Quaddy Latte saying the fact that Woodley wasn't favored all week is completely ridiculous.
Okay, Stamen and Sterling. He's passing on the Aljamain Sterling fight, which is interesting. He likes a parlay of Jeffrey and Bird, but he quoted Pinnacle lines. We can't do that because Pinnacle won't give you parlays on their juice lines. So, but we'll give you the. I'll look for other lines, whatever they are right now, and I'll give you a parlay with Jeffrey and Bird. And he likes Nico Price plus 135 is the line that he quoted at 5 dimes. And Nico Price is now, of course, that is what I would expect. Now down to a plus 110. So a 30-cent line move in favor of Nico Price, and that is what I would have expected. Nice call there, and I agree with that one. Dodson and Rivera is going to be a pass for him. He likes Diego Sanchez. Oh, no, he said Diego Sanchez plus 195 at 5 dimes. Oh, no, because that was against Craig White. Okay, I got you. All right. And Jim Miller against Alex White. He likes Alex White at minus 141, and that line has moved a little bit in White's favor. It's now up into the 150s, so nice job there. And then Benoit against Roberto Sanchez. He likes Roberto at minus 105, and if he can get plus 180 or better on Sanchez by sub, then he'd like to add that as another official pick, and I will check to see if that's available. If it is, I'll credit him for it. If not, then we can't. And again, Jeffrey and Camacho. Jeffrey is in a parlay with Bird. So those are all the official picks from Andy Marak. Once again, Andy Marak does have a great. He made a video for us yesterday,
it was
right?
Awesome.
It was an awesome video.
Yeah, he's just. I just love the guy. Here he is in our chat. He said, "I updated Rivera. I want Rivera."
Okay, and once again, Andy Marak's overall. We'll quote Andy Marak's record right now. Overall, Andy Marak has given us 65 official plays in MMA so far. 65 official plays at an average line of plus 111, and he's 36-29. So hitting 55% average line of plus 111, up 16.2 units, and up plus 20% ROI. Those are all the plays that's Andy Marak's overall record in the official plays that I have been tracking since he started sending us official picks. So once again, he likes Woodley. And that line you can get a much better line. He liked Woodley at 106. Woodley is now a dog. And then he likes Karolina Kovalkiewicz. He likes Carla Esparza, both as huge underdogs. He likes Jeffrey and Bird as a parlay. He likes Nico Price, although when he liked it was plus 135. I would agree with that. I've in general thought the price has been a little bit undervalued for a while. He likes Price at plus 135. He likes Diego Sanchez still. Alex White, even even probably at minus 155, I'd presume. And he likes Roberto over Ryan Benoit. And that's about it. Anything else, Jim?
No, that's great. Shout out to Anna America. Josh Prakash giving us a lot of great insights here as well. Also, Giovanni Biesdorf joining us. We're just coming together here with a great group of MMA cappers, and we're very thankful to have you guys.
All right, we're keeping a brisk pace, which is nice. Now let's quickly move on to a CFL. Jim, just one game tonight. I don't know how deeply you had a chance to how much of a chance you had to get into this one deeply, but Ottawa on the road against BC. You have any thoughts?
Yeah, we broke this game a little bit down in the morning show, and because I had to do the audible, which was a treat to work with Donnie and the Whale Capper, I didn't have as much time as I wanted to. I'm going to go back with how we capped this game earlier this morning. We capped this game saying something went wrong with the Red Blacks after that bye week. They've been destroyed in the press the whole all week. Wally Buono is in his last year as our coach. He makes the adjustments at halftime and does an excellent job doing it. The Red Blacks will come out firing. I really believe they're going to come out hard here. They were embarrassed by the Alouettes. I'm going to take the Ottawa Red Blacks first half. That will be my official play. And I like it, and I'm going to take it. And you know what? I know we don't have a lot of time here, but I've, staring at my shit MLB record nonstop. Can we throw up my CFL
sure,
record?
If you got it. You got the CFL record. Jimmy the Bag. CFL is not easy. Babano, who's a great handicapper overall. Last week in the pre-snap reads show, Babano gave us 4 great calls in college football. Just unbelievable. But 2 more shitty calls in CFL. He's killing college football. Just having trouble with CFL. And there you go. Jimmy the Bag, 14-9. Very good job overall in CFL.
Is that right? I just missed that.
What?
I don't know.
What
I'm
happened?
Here, looking at this. 14-9. Damn. CFL. I know that Babano was going to get better as the season goes on, so I expect Babano to have a very big second half. The CFL really doesn't start till after Labor Day, so I have 100% faith in Babano to take care of business.
Oh, I didn't mean to slam Babano.
No,
I was more illustrating how tough CFL can be, especially when everything else. Oh, Babano's awesome.
Yeah,
he gave us 4 killer college football picks last week, and also like Philly against the Falcons. So shout out to Babano.
You know who else has been destroying CFL football's Al Mack, and he destroyed that game last week's game shouldn't have been that tricky, and I screwed them up, but Al Mack's been killing. He likes BC Lions over 25.5, Ottawa Red Blacks under 25.5. He's liking the Lions here. I'm going to take the Red Blacks here.
Oh, you want it?
Yeah, I'm going to take them first half.
You want Ottawa for? Okay, hold on one second. Ottawa first half. Hold on, I wasn't expecting this. Hold on one second. You want Ottawa first half, and that will be plus a half minus 105. You want that one?
Yes.
All right. So hold on one second. Jimmy's taking Ottawa first half plus a half. First half plus a half, and that will be minus 105. That is at a bunch of places. Ottawa, first half plus a half, minus 105. That is a market line there. Okay, Jim?
Kylie Reynolds says Indian Cowboys on Ottawa. Probably Poppy, Ottawa's won their last 3 against BC by at least 4 points. And then John Roy saying a big syndicate plays on Ottawa. Let's move. And Almax says, I don't disagree with Ottawa first half. And we don't need to hammer this too long, but I really love the adjustments that Buono's making at halftime. So, we saw Kyle Jack destroy last night's football game by taking Falcons first half, Eagles full game. If you have the balls to do that kind of a thing. But I'm scared. I think this Red Blacks team is very angry, very embarrassed, and they're going to come out flying.
Wow, okay. And we're never too busy for a positive comment. Stephen Alla says, Dear Low Bag fam, I had the Capper's worst nightmare. I went 0-7 today, but even after that, coming here and spending time with you all uplifts my spirits. Shout out Stephen Alla. And once again, mathematically, 0-7 days will happen. You know what I mean? You just got to be careful if they happen 2 or 3 times a year or something like that. But once in a while, they are going to happen for sure. All right, go ahead.
I love this. I think it's now, I really want to show these guys videos that they produce for us because we're going to NFL and NCAA football, and I want to do it while everybody's watching because we know when the games start in 17 minutes that we're going to lose people. So can we... So right now we're going to go to NFL, and we do have an NFL video from Al Mack, right? Yes, we do. And let me give you... so Al Mack is on a teaser. So let me tell you the games and let's see where you think he's on. The Jags game. So let me just pull out the lines here.
Okay.
Get to NFL quickly. Sorry about that. NFL here.
Well, if he's on a teaser and you tell me what the games are, I know what the teaser's going to be.
I know. That's why I wanted to say it.
Okay.
Jags, Giants.
He's just using that one game?
No, Jags, Giants.
Yeah.
Cowboys, Panthers, and then Saints. Who are the Saints going to be? Bucks.
Yeah. All right. So he's on the Saints. He's on the Saints. He's on the Giants, and he's on Dallas. Those are the 3 legs of his teaser, right?
No.
No. Okay, let's see.
see.
Almac video, brisk pace, lucrative Larry.
Sports, I got a best bet for you for NFL Week 1, and it is a teaser. Now, a lot of people who claim to be professional gamblers claim that the teaser is a sucker bet, and it's not. It's just that a lot of recreational NFL bettors use the teaser the wrong way. The best kind of teaser, and really truly the only teaser we're doing, is a teaser in which you feel comfortable betting each team at the current market line. A lot of people make the mistake of betting a teaser and buying points to avoid the rigor of the key numbers at 10, 7, and 3. If you're not confident in a team to cover those numbers, move on to the next bet, because if you have to buy points to avoid the rigor of the key number, you're betting into volatility, and it's a negative EV play. You will lose more than you win. So I have a perfect example of this, and it is my best bet on the weekend. Jags +7 versus the Giants, Panthers +7 versus the Cowboys, and the Saints +0.5 versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I got it at my local at -120. I see it around -116 at other places like Bet365 and my bookie. You have two teams that are getting a lot of public money against them because the Giants and the Cowboys are very public teams, so there's a ton of value betting this. The Jags of last year would crush the Giants at -3. The Panthers of last year would crush the Cowboys at -3. The Panthers have improved immensely with Norv Turner joining the team for Minnesota as their new OC. Cam Newton is coming into his own as an elite athlete. I think Blake Bortles, he's gained a lot of confidence. Their team was one quarter away from making the Super Bowl, and I would be absolutely shocked if the Saints were to lose to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I'm completely comfortable betting, and I am betting the Jags -3, the Panthers -3, and the Saints -9.5. Those are my best bets. Those are the three best bets, and also the 10-point teaser. Be sure to check out sparksports.ml. We have a ton of content for NFL Week 1. Check me out on Twitter at AlMacSportsTO. And thanks so much for having me on the show, Pete and Jimmy, and see you again.
Thanks so much, Al Mack. I didn't hear what that was, but we don't have time to talk about it because we got a lot of stuff to discuss.
I have it right here.
Okay, what's his teaser?
His teaser is Jags +7, Panthers +7, Saints +0.5.
Okay, so it was a 10-point teaser. All right, very nice. We'll see how that turns out. Troy Anthony says, hey, Peter, step your game up. That's an interesting comment. Troy Anthony, I'm very interested. If you could be a little bit more specific, I would love it. Thank you very much. Troy Anthony says, hey, Peter, step your game up. That's a curious comment, and if you wouldn't mind being a little bit more specific, exactly what you're referring to, I would appreciate that. Okay, thank you very much, Troy Anthony. All right, so once again in NFL, I'll review all the picks that Jim and I have given over the week. I gave a long time ago Giants +3 and Houston +7. Houston game I am feeling okay about. The Giants game I'm feeling a little bit uncertain about, but we'll see. Kobe Valentine knows on the Giants. I also did go with Pittsburgh-Cleveland under 45 with Jimmy the Bag. That one I'm also feeling a little bit nervous about, but
the line Cleveland went down. The line's down to 42-41. It's going to be inches of rain.
Right.
Heavy winds.
Yeah,
we're in business.
Okay,
there,
great.
We're in business
great, Jimmy the
there.
Bag. Yeah, I didn't check. See that I knew it was headed down, and I was just going to comment that if I do want to take it back, or if we want to take it back, we'd get a big hedge. All right. So under 45. I also took Dallas +3 at -118. That got a lot of pushback. A lot of people saying I'm on the wrong side there. I might be. I did take Jets Detroit over 44.5, and I took Dallas Carolina under 42.5, and I will definitely be putting the Chargers team total over as an official pick as well. I'll tweet that one out when it comes out. Anything at 27 or lower, I'll be on that one. Jimmy the Bag has 12 plays this week. Pittsburgh, Cleveland under 45. Falcons game under, already cashed for him. He took Chargers -3, Rams -4, Denver -3, Tennessee -1, Dallas Carolina under 42.5, Houston Pats over 50.5, Cincinnati Indianapolis under 49, Ravens -7.5, Jags -3, and the Saints -9.5. Those are all Jimmy the Bag's picks from week 1. And we have about 2 minutes to think about what any comments you. Yeah, KG says, careful with Jags this week. The game is personal to Big Blue. Giants play big in these kinds of games. We suck against teams that we should beat. Yeah, look, I'm on the Giants. Kobe Valentine's on the Giants. The big question here, I think, is how much is Eli Manning going to shit the bed or step up? Because everything around Eli Manning is looking great. Giants are healthy on offense, obviously. They have star players at each level on defense. Obviously, there's a ton of talent for Jacksonville. That's why they're a road favorite here. But I'm going head-to-head with Jimmy the Bag on this one, and we'll see. Any other comments coming in, Jim?
I did didn't want to do this knowing that you and Kobe were on the Giants. I didn't want to. I tried not to all week. I tried not to all week. But I can't help myself. OBJ is going to be covered by either Ramsey or Bouye. This is his best back, two best cornerback tandem in the league. Malik Jackson is an absolute monster. They have an insane front seven with two of the best corners in football. Yeldon and Fournette all day long. You know what? I didn't want to do this, and I'm not that comfortable. I'm worried. I'd say I'm more worried about this. I'd say the couple plays I'm very worried about: Jacksonville -3, Saints -9.5. I hate that. I hate that big of a spread. And Tomer was saying maybe that the total going over, or a team total over, might have been the smarter thing. He might be right, but what it is,
Okay, so that's it for NFL. Those are the picks that Jimmy and I have going. Obviously, we talk about this one for hours and hours and hours, but we do want to move on now to college football. We have two different videos with guys who have with people who have made college football videos for us. I guess let's start with Mr. Gokster, since he also has an MLB play to go along with some college football stuff.
Let me tell you first what the plays are, so we can hear your guess on what it is. So first off, he's got to play on the Tampa Bay Rays game.
The Tampa Bay Rays game. Oh, that's got to be. Oh man. That's got to be Rays run line. Okay.
Okay, and then he has a play on the SMU TCU game tonight.
Oh shit. All right, that's got to be TCU first half. I think his play is going to be TCU first half. Let's go to the videotape.
We're live? Okay, we're live. Here we are. All right, here we are. Mr. Gokster 99 here, breaking down some little MLB and a little college football for you guys here. Just thanking SBR for giving me the opportunity here. It's a dream come true, really. You've been with them for this long, it turns into a dream come true. So anyways, right to the action here. We're going to go MLB play of the day. Bundy Snell is the matchup here. I don't got the rotation number. Sorry, guys. But Tampa Bay, we're going team total over 4, -120. Tampa Bay, they're a great hitting team here. Over their last 7, 4.7 runs, 9.3 hits. It is versus Toronto teams, and I can't remember the series before that, but it was versus a Toronto team that, they're pretty bad. But you know what? This Baltimore team is just as bad. I can see them easily getting over 5 runs at Tampa Bay. Bundy has not been looking too good, guys. 1.88 whip, 8.79 ERA over the last 3 starts, allowing 8 hits over 4.8 innings, 4.7 runs. This is not good stuff. And Tampa Bay's at home. Snell's on the mound. I'm running with this one. So that's team total over 4, Tampa Bay, full game at -120. And we're going to go to college football here. College football matchup. Let's get to the notes here. So we're going to be going here with SMU, TCU. I'm liking the under here. I gave a little projection earlier. I thought it'd be about 48 to 54. They're giving me 59.5 now. I see this game being anywhere from about 33 to 14 kind of thing, or even 37 to 10 kind of thing. I don't see this game hitting 58, 59 points. So I really like the under here. SMU, they're not exactly one of those teams that they're not here to do too much here. If I look at my previous notes, I just don't think they're going to be hold their own, guys. I can't go on too much about it. Anyways, I like the under in TCU, SMU, and I like Tampa Bay, team total over 4. Catch you later.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gokster. Also, I should also note that Kyle Jack has hit us up with another halftime, full-time big underdog play. Last time he did this was in the Falcons game. It cashed. He says take a shot with Jets, halftime, full-time Lions, again at +750. The first one cashed from Kyle Jack, so technically he could give us 7 of those in a row that are all losers and still be up. But once again, Kyle Jack liking Jets first half and then Lions full game to be ahead, and that plays +750, and that makes some sense to me as well. All right, so Mr. Gokster liking the under in the SMU game, and yeah, the initial movement got it bet all the way down to 58.5, but the recent line movement is betted up. It opened at 61, down to 58.5, now back up to 60. I tend to like to consider the late movement on college football total sharper than the early movement, but we'll see. Mr. Gokster liking a shot with the under. Now let's go to Joey Ruiz, right? Is this Joey Ruiz?
And he's got to play on the Washington State. Who's Washington State playing again? Washington State. I don't have it in front of me.
They're playing. No, I forgot. They are playing. Where is it? Washington State. Let's find it. They're playing San Jose State.
San Jose State. Yes.
They're a huge favorite. I would say that he's probably leaning San Jose State here, catching 34 or 34.5. Let's see.
Hey, what's going on, Lowbag family? This is Underdog Reese coming at you with Money Gang Sports with the play of the, we'll just say a play for tomorrow, NCAA college football. It's San Jose State against Washington State. This is kind of like the ending of my three-part video that I did. I'm just going to lay out the play. If you guys have been following it, I had a video, one or two videos a couple of days ago breaking down the game that San Jose State had against UC Davis, and then also following the line movement and then covering a couple little key things on San Jose State and Washington State. But nevertheless, let's get to the play. After thinking about it and watching the line movement and stuff, I'm just going to go ahead and lay down the 34. We're going to lay it down, minus 34, Washington State. I see a blowout here. I'm hoping that it should be like a 48-10, maybe even a 52 to 13. Either way, I believe we do cover, and it should be a cover by maybe a field goal, maybe a touchdown the most, and cash that ticket. All right, so once again, this is San Jose State and Washington State. I'm just going to go ahead and lay down the 34, and we're going to take Washington State to cover. Okay, thank you guys once again, Low Bag fam, for the support. Pete, Jimmy, much love. And Money Gang, you know what we do. Chop it up over the weekend, and you guys follow us and come and get some of that money. All right, peace.
All right, so he likes the Washington State line, right?
Yeah, to smash.
Okay, to smash, and some interesting pushback on Mr. Gogster's play on the offense. Jack Mehoff says SMU defense will not be able to slow down TCU at all. Risky play. So Jack Mehoff does not like. I mean, it was a good comment, but I mostly just wanted to say it so that I could mispronounce intentionally Jack Mehoff. All right, so Jimmy the Bag. Let's see. Any comments coming in?
Interesting comments coming in. John Roy giving us the latest information on the line movement. Says the under just got steamed after Gogster's video. Man,
did it?
People watching that Gogster video closely.
Wow,
I love that. Tomar says XPO 399 backing up what my man Joey Ruiz was saying San Jose State was garbage last week. Washington State going to throw 70 points by the first half.
Okay. Interestingly, though, there has been just a little bit of line movement in favor of San Jose State since opening. Opened at 35.5, now down to 33.5 or 34. So someone somewhere bet at least a little bit on San Jose State to not get super blown out. But and in the meantime, the TCU game just keeps getting headed. It bet up. It's now up to 24 at Pinnacle, which is pretty interesting. All right. So
and your lean sounded like your lean is sort of towards San Jose State.
No, I didn't look at that one at all.
I haven't felt like there was too many points.
Yeah, I just haven't had time to look into college football. But I mean, in general, Washington, San Jose. Yeah, no, I have no opinion on that one.
Okay,
no
cool.
opinion on that one.
Suze 387 says, Jimmy and Peter, love the aloha to your show to everybody. Keep it up. Keeps everyone coming back every week. We love you, Suze 387.
All right, so we've pretty much covered everything. Are there any college football plays that you want to add to your record, Jim? I have not had a chance to look into this card deeply yet. If there's anything I'm liking, I'll tweet it out, but probably not. Pink Eye Genie likes Arizona State money line or plus 4.5 as a home dog. Big Ten is 0-7 in our house. Can't play in the heat. Also, I'm not on ASU's side normally, but there's a different mood this year with the coaching staff. Forkham. Wow. So that is a guy with
Who said that?
Pink-eyed genie. Obviously, lives in Arizona. Again, Arizona State money line or plus 4.5 as a home dog. Big Ten is 0-7 in our house. Can't play in the heat. Also, I'm not on ASU's side normally, but there's a different mood this year with this coaching staff. Forkham. That sounds to me like a very, very astute analysis there. That might be very tailable. Arizona State as a money line outright or plus 4.5 as a home dog.
Wow, I'm copying, pasting that, and also respecting Pink Eye Genie for spreading Pink Eye awareness. There is some plays I'm very interested in, but I'm going to do the work tonight, and then I'm going to tag you. Michael Irvelina loves Western Michigan at plus 28. I'm going to look into that. I think that he might be right. Brian Watson likes Central Michigan and Fresno State. I think those are the interesting spots that I'm going to spend more time on. OG Wham, my man Wham, Trot Wham, says one of my favorite plays is Houston minus. Now, these are notes that I've copied and pasted throughout the week. But says one of my favorite plays is Houston minus 3.5 versus Arizona. And then my man Catmandu right after it said Houston should be a good play. Really believes in that spot, so I'm going to look into that. Catmandu is also on Ball State, and that's a very interesting spot. Ball State looked really good week one. Can they keep it within 30 or so?
Small line in favor of Notre Dame. They've gotten bet up. This game again. I did not have a chance to cap the college football cards. So, but it's Although again, in Western Michigan makes sense to me because I am in general look very vaguely high on Western Michigan as far as the next 2 years are concerned. Not necessarily, or as early as week 2 in this year, but yeah, I wouldn't at all be surprised if Western Michigan hangs around with Michigan. Any other comments you want to
Kobe
highlight?
Valentine backing Pink Eye Genie, saying love Arizona State as a home
Wow.
dog. Also, Kobe Valentine loving Northwestern at -3. And let me just reiterate the spreading of pink eye awareness, how important that is to our society. Kobe Valentine also loves Arkansas and Florida, loves them for blowout wins. Dante Hicks says TCU half or game. I've decided not to make a move on it. Have you made a move on that TCU game?
On which
today?
one? No, I didn't bet it, and I'm not going to. I'm gonna hold off on that one. I didn't bet it, and I'm gonna pass on it.
Swati Latte saying Pitt runs the ball very well. Narduzzi, good defensive coach. I like the under. When these guys like Pink Eye Genie talks about what's going on with his a school that he sees every day. Swati talks about a school that he follows very closely. These are the players. These are the plays that you want to take a good look at. But Christopher Walker says Penn State going to blow out Pitt. Bosa is out of week 1. But Donnie told me not to worry about that. He said, but it is very concerning. Kobe Valentine liking Stanford -5. That's another play I've become I was going to make. And I'm not, I don't think anymore the more I looked into that game.
I'm going to pass on that one. The Penn State and Pittsburgh game is very interesting. In the pre-snap reads show, Ian Cameron took Pitt at +9 and Al McMorty took Penn State at -8. There was a split line at that point. So they were disagreeing with each other. And my sense was that I was leaning towards Penn State. And Al McMorty said that if Penn State had lost their first game, that it would have been a little bit different. But since they did wind up pulling out a win, he thinks there's too big of a talent discrepancy there. Ian Cameron took Pitt at +9, and Al McMorty took Penn State at -8. And as of right now, I would probably, if I had to make a decision in 2 seconds, take a shot with Penn State. It feels a little bit. I know that Pittsburgh can play above their abilities when they're in a rivalry game like this, but feels like at some point, early or late, Penn State will just have too much talent for Pitt and wind up with a double-digit win. Might not necessarily be easy, but and it's now down to 7 at bookmakers. So obviously the line movement has come in Pittsburgh's favor. It's a 7.5 market wide, but bookmaker has already dropped down to 7. So you can get Penn State -7 right now. So the early market movement is agreeing with Ian Cameron's assessment that Pittsburgh had value at +9.
Yeah, no, that's interesting. It's an exciting game. Parlay Poppy saying USC won't stop the run like San Diego did last week. Could go over easily in the Stanford USC game. That's going to take more time. Jansen Bonson says tread carefully, and I'm Mac backing him, saying Michigan's going to roll. Jansen Bonson saying Michigan at home plus after a loss too.
Who said he liked the over in the Stanford game?
I believe that's my man Parlay Pop.
Yes, Ian Cameron also gave that as an official pick in the pre-snap read show. Over 56 USC Stanford. That was a play that he liked, and that line has since it's right about where it was, 55.5, 56. But Ian Cameron likes the over in that one too. Yeah, very ominous that USC gave up so many rushing yards to UNLV. That is not a good sign there. Love might explode here. And again, USC, I expect that freshman quarterback to be inconsistent here, but we'll probably have some good drives or good quarters or good halves. So USC should be able to put up some points as well. Go ahead, Jim.
Tomor saying Penn State lost Barkley, an All-American tight end. Also, McSorley has an All-American tight end. McSorley struggled without top weapons. Parlay Poppy, Bryce Love over 100 yards, easy, whatever the price is. Almac is playing TCU first half -13.5. A lot of guys are. Big Ragu says it loves it. Twan B, my man Twan B says TCU first half -13.5. Hit it. Oh, Sunny Vega saying right back at you, baby. You know what, Sunny Vega? I need some drinks tonight. I need to be emptied. I hope I got a scratchy eye when I wake up in the morning. John Garcia says Pitt shit the bed last year in the beginning of the season. Jace Gum says I'm on Stanford too, but I don't like seeing it at -1.6 at some shots. No, not applicable says I smell a Larry pick. Let's see. DJ Big Boss is a guy who does believe in this USC squad. Joe Yurkovich, thank you for joining us. Joe Yurkovich thinks that my season win totals is a big mistake. He thinks
on which one?
All of them. He says I'm just putting myself in great jeopardy. I love Joe Yurkovich. We don't get you on the show enough, so thank you for joining us. Says TCU SMU crack 70 tonight.
And Anthony L. liking Liberty +8 and the money line, so that might be a sneaky good play there. Liberty +8 and the money line. And I think on that note, we can wrap it up. Any plays you want to add here, Jim?
Yes. The last thing I want to do quickly is why are we hesitant to take that first half minus 13.5 is because it's an in-state rivalry. We expect SMU to get up for this game. We expect it's a team looking ahead against a team that this is one of the most important games of the year. Is that the issue?
Yeah. I mean, anything can happen. It's to be up 2 touchdowns at a half is a bit of a, but no, it seems everyone seems to be on TCU. Joe Gavassi likes TCU. Ian Cameron agreed with TCU. The market is liking TCU, so everything is pointing TCU. And once again, I have no official college football picks for this week as of right now. Jimmy the Bag, though, did decide to join Joe Gavassi and DJ Big Boss on Air Force, and that is his only official pick as of right now. Air Force plus 9.5, minus 104. That's from Jimmy.
I'm going to have, I think, 5 to 10 picks.
Okay.
I'm going to be working on it all night, and I'll have them. I'll link you to them, so I'll make them official picks, and so that's going to be coming.
Okay. Do you want to make a decision here? The Liberty line, by the way, has gotten bet down from 10.5 to 8. So Anthony L's the early game Liberty against Army might have some value there at plus 8. You want to add on the TCU game or pass, Jim?
No, I'm gonna pass. I just feel like it's a little trickier situation than we're thinking of TCU just stomping on this team. Has there been any late line movement on that first half at all?
On the first half, let's see. On the first half, let me see. Has there been any late line movement on the first half? Let's see. First half.
14's now. 14 at Intertops. You know what? I'm gonna stay off of it. Joe Two-Way Wavy says SMU has to keep running the ball. Noah Lastark's on the over. That Cubs game is delayed. That Reds Padres game is going to be delayed. Could be rained out. You know what? Scripted Sports to the Point says bet. Goddammit. Twan B says come on, Jim. When does this game go off?
Goes off at 8 o'clock Eastern time.
And I'm not going to. I'm a little hesitant with the spot. But I'll be cheering on you guys. I will be cheering on you guys heavy. I'll have a bunch of plays going tomorrow.
Kobe Valentine loves Arkansas and Florida to blow out wins. Ian Cameron also likes Florida. Kobe Valentine likes Pittsburgh for a possible upset money line. And Native Queen likes Washington State first quarter and first half. Jesse Dykstra likes some team total overs. Oregon, Ohio State, and Hawaii. Kyle Jack says he'll be posting out college football tomorrow on Twitter.
And look at Caleb Ford's here. Caleb Ford, great college capper, college football capper, says, my best bets, Clemson minus 11.5. Colorado plus 3.5, Purdue minus 16, Michigan, Western Michigan over 56.5, and Navy plus 6.5.
Okay.
And as we know from Michael Holthauser, that this Colorado State defense is absolutely awful. I think that the team total play is staring us in the face, as it was last week, and I didn't make it. Arkansas, though, to get points against Colorado State seems like a play that should be made, and I'll be looking very close to Arkansas.
All right. And on that note, can we wrap it up?
Yes, and Jacob McNeil comes in right there. It's no-brainer play I haven't heard anyone talk about is Arkansas. Why are we not pounding Arkansas? He says it right there.
Colorado State is trash, and maybe even better, Arkansas on the team total over.
Now, I have some very exciting news, or not exciting news, depending on who you are. You might be a Larry guy, you might be a Freddie guy. I don't know who you are. But today, it's not lucrative, Larry.
Okay.
Today, it is Freddie Fortune's Plays of Tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Come on down. Let's see what's going to happen now. Oh, here he comes. Yes. Looking as weird and sinister as ever. You want to get in front of the camera, pal? No? Okay. Hang out there. Sure, no problem. I don't know if people can see Freddie Fortune is messing around with the camera right now as we speak. Okay. That was an interesting and unexpected adventure there.
Hello, viewers. I'm on a 3-game parlay today. This is a complicated play. Focus! You need to focus.
All right. Okay.
First, U.S. Open. Serena Williams over Naomi Osaka at minus 275. Then, in college football, I'm on Maryland over Bowling Green on the money line at minus 750. And then in NFL, this is NFL's first week. I'm on the New Orleans Saints over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the alternative point spread of minus 3.5 at minus 255. This gives me a 3-game parlay of plus 115 available at Bet365.
Okay, great. Okay, great. This is, people seem to like this segment.
Wow.
They certainly do. Freddie Fortune, thank you so much. A little bit of a weirdo, but as we know in sports betting, these guys don't care about anything except the picks. If the picks are winning, it doesn't matter. If the picks are losing. Okay, all right. Okay, thanks so much. That's it for the Loshak and the Bag Show for this week. We'll be back Monday at 12 o'clock Eastern Time.